welcome to our tornado kick tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to do a tornado kick and how to do it in competition. Let's get started. Oh! The first thing that you've got to learn is the step turning roundhouse kick. Now I'm going to make the assumption that you already know how to do a roundhouse kick. The step turning roundhouse kick will help teach your body how to spin, how to get used to that spinning motion of the tornado kick. So the first thing that you're going to do is take your back foot, step through, plant. So now you're just in a regular fighting stance, just with the opposite leg, and then execute a regular roundhouse kick. Okay, done faster. Now that you've practiced the step turning roundhouse kick, let's take a look at the tornado kick. So I'm going to lean forward, pick up my back leg, and then I'm going to do a 180 hop. And I'm going to stay low to the floor and spin as fast as I can. Okay, then from here, I'm going to make a 1/4, a 90-degree hop, keeping this leg in the air, and then execute my roundhouse kick. So think of it as a 180 hop that's fast and low to the ground. And then a 90-degree hop that elevates you a little bit more, and that's where you execute your kick. Okay, so one more time. I lean forward, pick up that back leg, 180 hop, then another hop for the roundhouse kick. So breaking it down slow. Hop, hop, and kick. Just remember there's 2 hops. The first one is low and fast. Then the second hop elevates you a little bit more, and that's when you deliver that roundhouse kick. So the kicking bag is an excellent way to work on the gross motor movement of the tornado kick, because you can hit anywhere on the bag. You've got this big area. Once you've mastered that, then move to the paddles. The paddles got a small area that will help you fine-tune your focus for that tornado kick. Oh! Another thing that you can do with the paddles is work on your response drills. So if Mr. Andrew, he holds the paddle in like this, I'm going to wait to kick on motion. So as soon as he presents that paddle, then I execute the tornado kick. This is something that helps me more for competition. Once you've practiced your accuracy with the paddles, then you could move to holding a shield. Now, of course, these are my recommendations. You could go in any order you want. So now, if I were really practicing this, me and Mr. Andrew would work going up and down the floor. So he would change directions, I would kick with my right, he'll step back and I'll kick with my left. That way I can actually practice moving more dynamically as if I were competing. Now I'm going to show you how to do a tornado kick in more of a competitive environment. I can't just come out and execute a tornado kick and expect my opponent to receive it. He's going to see my movements. As soon as I start turning my body, he's going to start to go into defensive mode or a counterattack mode. I like to throw the tornado kick after I've set up my opponent. Very rarely can I just start in a close fighting stance and execute a perfect tornado kick and hit my opponent. Okay? Usually I have to bait them and then trap them. Okay? So if I were standing in an open fighting stance like this is not where I'm going to throw my tornado kick, unless I switch and then throw my tornado kick. Okay, that's one way to do it. Another way, where I was talking about baiting, okay, I might come in and bait him. Maybe I've seen how he's been stepping forward. So if I can get him to step again, like with a check, then I can throw my tornado kick. So that's called bait, trap, counter. Okay, so I bait, he takes the bait, now he's trapped because he's committed, and there's my counter, my tornado kick. BTC is what we would call it. Another thing I can do is get him to just switch. Maybe he thinks I'm about to attack, with a rear leg roundhouse kick, which is the most common attack from this particular position. So if I were to maybe give him that impression that I was about to throw a rear leg roundhouse kick by doing something like that, now he just put himself in that perfect position for the tornado kick. So let's see what that looks like fast. Ha! Whoa! All right, a more advanced use of the tornado kick is called a fadeaway roundhouse kick or fadeaway tornado kick. Now there's probably a dozen different names for this. In this particular move, I'm going to bait him in, and as soon as I get him to attack or step forward, I'm going to fade away. I'm going to turn towards my belly side. Okay, so I get him to come at me, I step away, then from here I throw my tornado kick, kind of in a reverse fashion. Let's look at that fast. Ha! Oh! Okay, in competition, the tornado kick is actually pretty hard to hit, just because it's such a big motion. There's a lot of telling to the opponent what you're about to do. You've got this big spin, which is why it's super important to do it as fast as you can. But nonetheless, you still have got this big turn in your body, and a good fighter is going to be able to pick up on that. So oftentimes you have to trick them. Juan Moreno, he's a former Olympian. He taught me in one of his conferences 3 things: relaxed, engaged, and active. So let's say you're in competition and your opponent is like dialed in with you. I mean, you're bouncing like this, and you know, as soon as you move, they're right there with you. As soon as you check, they're also moving. So now you know, okay, if I execute a tornado kick with this guy, he's gonna be out of there. It's gonna be really hard to hit somebody who's like that. Okay, so here's one strategy using Juan Moreno's active, relaxed modes. We're gonna start like this, where I'm active, I get him moving again, but then I'm gonna disengage, make him relax, and then I come in with my tornado kick and catch him totally surprised while his legs have straightened and he's relaxed. That's the best time to catch somebody with this kick. Once you master the tornado kick, then you can start having some fun with some other cool kicks, other variations. Check it out.